You can't ask for much more than this land.
And off we go from Denver. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
The Panthers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football.
Touchdown, Panthers! Ronnie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he's hit. Closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Corral sets up play action. That is caught by Anderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fakes a handoff. Now Corral to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And Corral will throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And the Panthers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the set.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Play action. Here's Corral. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 19-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson outright. This one goes to Patrick. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watts. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Watts. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
This offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So the Broncos coming out now.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. There's Wilson to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Patrick. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Has made a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to stray quickly to add on to their lead.
Sly on for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10.
On first down, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Now Wilson.
toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watts, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Robbie Anderson and his Carolina Panther offense, they trot back out there. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the... And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To try again after the sack. Wilson, he completes it to Boyd.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So we reach half.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. It's a second down run with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Corral, he's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the play fake, Corral. It's Rodgers here with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Sanders is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Second down and goal. Corral toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Corral on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
4th down. Here's Corral. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. He's at the 40. The 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Courtland Sutton, 96 yards. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing here, Corral. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. touchdown. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos and Courtland Sutton heading back out there.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Wilson.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. Welcome back now to Denver.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
after the touchdown pass to kick it away. And this fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Robbie Anderson and his Carolina Panther offense, they trot back out there.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Corral to Moore there. Good for a Carolina first. A give, running right, it's Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
Corral with it, first down here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
So difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Hubbard will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and he'll be marked down at the 1. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to down.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Matt Corral scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 18. Now Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
After the sack on first down, Wilson flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Wilson.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now Sanders.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Corral. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game.